I'm now joined by Olivier Guitta. He's a terror expert and managing director at Global Strat, an international security and geopolitical risk consultancy firm. Hello, sir. Thanks for your time. Now, first, tell us more about who these insurgents are and what their aim is.
Right. This group is originally called Al-Shabaab, but it has no relationship with the Somalian group. Started in 2017, about 50 members at the beginning, very unsophisticated group. They had only machetes. They attacked a local police station at that point. But they gained traction and they gained following during the years. And now we're talking about possibly 2,000 members. But also very importantly is they pledged allegiance to Islamic State in 2018. And Islamic State accepted this pledge of allegiance in 2019 and made the group now a force to be reckoned with in terms of the attacks, the sophistication, the equipment they have, and that's why they have come to the forefront of the international news with the taking of the town of Palma at one point.
It's still not clear what is their aim.
Look, what's interesting, it's a local insurgency that started about, as usual, the distribution of wealth, anti-corruption. We know that Cabo Delgado, the northern province where they're located, has a lot of natural resources. So we're going to talk about the gas, but it has also ruby, gold mines. And also, very importantly, it's a hub for heroin trafficking coming from Afghanistan. About 25 to 30% of the heroin distribution from Afghanistan goes through Mozambique and through Cabo Delgado. So a lot of corruption from officials, from people from the army. And so that's how it started as a local insurgency, but it has now turned into a jihadist movement.
Okay, now you briefly touched on it because, yes, you're right. The insurgents now seem to be targeting areas that are rich in natural resources like oil and gas. Why is that?
The reason why they're going after the oil and gas is basically this is going to be the biggest investment project in Africa for the next few years. I mean, the windfall for the gas project is going to be about $60 billion, which is 4 times the GDP of Mozambique. This is the jewel. This is really where the wealth of Mozambique going forward is going to be. So it makes sense for them to attack this area, but also, as in the case of Palma, for the first time ever, they attacked foreign expats to get more traction, and it's the strategy of Islamic State to get more publicity.
Okay. Now, how has Mozambique responded to this insurgency, and why has this approach failed to stop the insurgents so far?
Look, at the beginning, Mozambique used its regular army to try to tame down the insurgency. It didn't work very well, so there was an agreement between the authorities and Russia's to bring in mercenaries from the Wagner Group. The Wagner Group and the Russian mercenaries went back home because they were defeated. So then the government hired another mercenary group called the DIC Advisory Group from South Africa, and have been using a mix of the army and mercenaries, but it's not really working out, and things need to be changed in the medium to long run.
So the regional body, Saddaq, agreed that, quote, such heinous attacks cannot be allowed to continue without a proportionate regional response. But we don't know the details. What should Saddaq be doing?
Look, it's extremely difficult because the regional intervention or international community intervention will have repercussions. And what we don't want, in a way, is a scenario that we've seen time and again with foreign interventions of possibly people joining the fray. And we've seen how sophisticated and how good, for instance, Islamic State is. I think that it will have a touch-and-go solution. There needs to be some kind of a major push from the government and the authorities, but also the regional body, but making sure that the advantages are not bigger than the drawbacks. But it's a very thorny situation, and unfortunately, I expect this to be growing, and we're going to hear about Mozambique a lot in the next few months and years to come.
Sounds very complicated. Olivier Guitta, terror expert and managing director at Global Strat. Thank you for your insights.